Hi everyone. Right, I found a picture on where did I find it? Pinterest, I think it was, and it was that. I hope you can see that. And I want to recreate something similar. But I don't have the fancy legs or anything like that. But what I did have was half an egg and a spool. So I've glued the two together. And you can see it's a yucky egg. I got it at a car boot. I do have the other half to it, but that's for another project. So I'm going to paint it first, and then I'll come back and we're going to start and decorate it and do something French, in the French style. So stay with me. If you've got an egg and a spool and some lace and trimmings, then you can come and do this with me. I'll be back shortly. Right, I'm back. Now, I have painted the whole thing. And I'm just attaching some chiffon. And I'm doing it in cream chiffon. Now what I've done is I've put a dot of chiffon in the middle, attached the middle of the cloth to that, and then I've gone and pinched it a little bit, and I'll show you what I've done on this side. You pull it back, you work out the middle between there, and this is how I do it. I know a lot of people do it different ways. This is how I do it. Grab the material, pinch it, pull it back, and then push that down. And that gives you a collection in the bottom. And we're going to do the same thing with the edge. Pinch it in the middle there. Pull that, push it down, and attach it. I don't cut circles and ovals or whatever. I don't do any of that. I just do it this way. And it seems to work, so... pinch, pull it straight, and attach. And then what I'm going to do is I just cut around it. Now, giving a little bit of leeway to drop that in. I think I've got a bit of glue on my scissors for some reason. Okay, so we just cut that around. Yeah, I've got a bit of glue on my scissors. I'll have to get rid of it. Move that to one side, and then we just work with this little bit that we've got. Oops, a daisy. Right, sorry about that. Poor Julie's car's dead, and she wanted for it to go kick-start it off. Jump-start it, whatever you call it. I know it's something to do with that. Like I say, I'm just adding this on. I want it nice and fluffy. Don't ask me why. I just do. That's a little bit much on there, I think. Like that. So I'm just doing this round and round. And then we just start filling it in. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while. I mean, you can do the eggs like that, you know, the Fabergé eggs and things like this. Things like that, you can do them like this. That's what I meant to say. But I want to do an old-fashioned 15th century cradle, cot, sleeper, whatever they're called. I'm absolutely covered in glue. So I'll make sure it's all pinned down properly. There we go. Isn't that nice? And I'm going to have mine that way, I think. And then what I'm going to do is pop on the tulle. Now I've cut strips of tulle. And I'll just layer it, to be honest. So I'm just layering the tulle, and I will trim any excess off that I don't want. So we'll just bear with me. I've just got to get round to this section here. There's another piece. We'll just keep going. Give it a tuck. And pin it in. Like a tuck and pin. Now, let me just see how far. Yeah, we're just gonna a little bit more over here. And that's it, I think. I don't want too much on, but I just want it enough to stand out. So, just get rid of that. Now, what I have to do is to remove this from my thumb. See? My thumbs and fingers are immune to the glue, but only in certain areas. You know, and not all my fingers are. So I do feel some of the glue. Right, I'll just get rid of that. So far we've got that. Now, I'm quite happy with that. And I'm just going to trim off all the excess, because we don't need that. like that. That's fine. And we are going to be putting, like I said, some small trimmings on. I could have done with another blob in there, I think. But never mind, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah. So I'm just going to remove all of this. And just have a look at this material. Now this is what I want all the way around. So I'm going to have to cut this and pleat it all the way around. And that, you know, it should look extremely nice. So I'm just going to make sure I get roughly the measurement I need. Hopefully. Yeah, and there's enough to tuck over as well. So I'm just going to trim that bit off. Make sure I get this the right way. I don't think there is right. Well, there maybe is, I don't know. And I'm just going to start and pleat it. And I'm going to start, which way do I want the egg? That way. Yeah, so this is the back. Now I'm going to start and leave some over, about a centimetre over. Yeah, that's great. The way that's all gone in place. So I'm just making sure that is glued down like that. Right, okay. Now what I'm going to do is just straighten this off. I'm just going to level the skirt piece off underneath as well. That's it. There we go, just levelled all that off. That's the way I'm having it. So, oh, get the glue off me. Ugh. Just going to finish levelling this off because that's not quite right. Now let's have a look. And what I'm going to do now is just level that bit off and seal it. So I need that to stick. So all I'm going to do is to hold that back, put a bit of glue on there, and then put that down the back. And that will seal that. Like that. See what it's like underneath. So yeah, I like that. And now what I'm going to do, well, I was going to turn that over. I might do actually. Well, I don't know. Decisions. I'll try it. Let me just try it. I don't know if it'll catch it all, and because I've got to put the trim on the inside as well. Oh, it's going to look stunning. Yeah, I'm going to like that. Right, I'm just going to get the... Oh, I've got this trim now. Was I going to use this? I don't know. Yes. Of course I was. So I'm just going to pop this on the front. Of course I'm going to use it, silly old. Well, I don't know if you can see that. Stunning. And these are the laces from Sherry Sutherland. So it's the laces from Sherry Sutherland. I'm just going to get the glue off my fingers. But love that. Absolutely love that. And then I've obviously got to drape something as well. And to do that I need something really soft, and I have something actually, but I now need to make a stand to go there. So I will be back. Hi everyone, I'm back. Now I'm not sure if you can actually see what I've done so far. Sorry, this is the front I've got here. The camera died, so I had to plug it in. Now I think I got up to here. I added flowers on. I had flowers on here, and I've put a lace on with a nice trim, thin trim. And then I added the flowers on here, and then changed my mind, and because it didn't stand out enough, so I put the little pearls on. And on the front, I've added the big pearl on there. So we've got that so far. Now I'm just going to put the trim on the inside, which I should have done first, but I didn't know what trim to put on. But I've found it now, what I want. And it doesn't matter when it goes on, as long as it goes on. So I'm not fussed. So I'm going to pop this on first. Around the edge, just make sure my glue stick sticks. And we'll just... Oh, that's really pretty. This is what I got when I went to the miniature place. I hope I'm there at that place on Sunday, because I want to get some more of this trim from them. I've never seen trim as tiny, you know, as nice and tiny as this. I'm just gonna... Hopefully that should be okay. It's really, really pretty. And then all I'm going to do is just to glue down these edges over. Hopefully I've got in, I've done them all so that I can do it with all of them. That's it. There we go. And I just think that's stunning. You could leave it as it is, but I'm not going to. I am going to be putting a canopy on it. And I've now got to make sure that I get the wire in the right place, which is there. So let me just get my tools. There we are. You won't see the back, but I just have to make sure that my canopy does sit right. So yeah, that's right. Sorry, but the camera did die, and I thought, oh God, because I do want you to see it all. So I'm just gonna leave that there a minute. So what I've done, taken the lace, added every fourth petal scallop is added a bling all the way around, then put the tiny trim on, and it just looks gorgeous. It really does. Yeah, absolutely stunning laces. Now I've got to get the wire, and I do have some strong wire here. Now this is quite firm wire, but I might just put 3 together, and you'll see why, because I do need the strength. So I'm just going to try and pop that on top of that. Go on there. Just burnish the end. I will sort out the leg side of it underneath later. I just want to make sure I've got the legs. That's it. As long as they're all touching the floor, I can deal with that later. Right, so here we go. Now I've just got to check. I wrap this around very carefully, like so. Not fussed about the top section. Okay. Now, what I have to do is to glue this in place so it won't come out. And I'll be back. This is what we've got so far. I'm sorry I've not been able to film it, but my camera keeps dying. It's the new one as well. I've just put in the top layer of the lace, the trim on. I've managed to fix the wire hoop onto it. I've got to do the top lace first, which is this one, to match where the trimmings will go onto that. And then I've got to drape them back somehow. Yeah, but so far that's what it's looking like. So I'll come back with the next stage and then I'll do a video of all of it and go through it with you. Hi everyone. Right, well, I've more or less finished this now. I've added the pearly bits, the flowers and the ribbons as far as I'm going to put them. I've done the side panel here. It's got the trim on the inside. It's got the pearl up the back. I don't want too many flowers on it. I don't think you need to have too much. I don't do that. I don't go OTT. I might just put one here. There, that's all. But it's finished. That's it. And that's my 15th century crib. Baby's crib. Sleeper. Not sure what they called them at the time actually, but there you go. Love it, absolutely love it. And I'm going to put it up for auction.